No one knows what's going on. We just heard so many bad news. My brother-in-law called me after he fought in Kibbutz Cholit. He stopped the Hamas terrorists there, and he called me and said, Noam, you can't imagine what I saw today. It's a war. Israel is in a war. My name is Noam Buskila, and I live in Tzfat. I served in the paratroopers unit. And after my service, I came back to Tzfat. I wanted to keep learning, keep studying Torah another spare year. And that year was one of the meaningful years in my life. I also met my wife, Talia. And we decided that we want to keep living Tzfat. And thank God, Baruch Hashem, we have 6 kids. Since I know myself, I always sang. I was a singer. I also was a teacher for many years. But officially for the last 20 years, I produced and I sang in bar mitzvot celebration in Tzfat.
You've been on a tour since October 7th after being enlisted. Walk me through your day on October 7th. Where were you? What happened?
So on October 7th, I spent Simchat Torah. You know, by the way, it's hard to say October 7th because for me, it's Simchat Torah. As Jews, we celebrate one of the most happiest holiday, which called Simchat Torah. Simchat Torah, it's the day we are happy with the Torah because we are ending to read the 5 books of the Torah. And it's a very happy day, especially for the kids, so many candies, and everyone participates together, holding the Torah. And by the way, it's the last holiday since Rosh Hashanah, the first holiday of the new year. And it's such a special year. And as a Jew, I truly believe that the enemy knew that. Also the Nazis, most of the deportation, the time they sent the Jews to Auschwitz, to Majdanek, were in a very special holidays. They looked and picked in the Jewish calendar the most special days. For a reason. It wasn't October 7th. October 7th, that's the world now. But we all, especially that we are Jews, remember that it was Simchat Torah. I spent Simchat Torah at my sister's home, very close to Modi'in, Neria. And during the 4th Hakafa, I got a phone because I understand that something has happened since 7 a.m. We understand that something very bad is going on. We heard the missiles from the center of Israel. In the middle of the day of Simchat Torah, I left my family behind and drove immediately to the north to join my unit. By the way, my unit was one of the 10 units that called immediately in that day on October 7. No one knows what's going on. We just heard so many bad news. My brother-in-law called me after he fought in Kibbutz Cholit. He stopped the Hamas terrorists there. And he called me and said, Noam, you can't imagine what I saw today. It's a war. Israel is in a war. And we ran to the northern border because my unit is the paratrooper division of the north. And today we know to say we thank Hashem that it stopped Hezbollah to invade also to the north. They were ready. There were thousands of Hezbollah terrorists on the border ready to break the lines to Israel. So we felt, all of us there, we felt that we are having, and something is very big is happening now. In the first day, a week after, we realized that we are in a real war, and the way we'll fight will shape the upcoming future of the Jewish people. So I lost 25 friends. Part of them were my family, members family of mine, 2 cousins, Yarden. My cousin was murdered in the Nova Festival. By the way, Tzahal, the IDF, found him just a week after. Hamas burned his body. It was very hard to identify the body. 2 months ago, I lost 4 of my friends, my best friend from my unit, 9263 unit of the paratroopers. One of them was very close to me, Yevgeny. He was a major in the IDF. We were friends. We knew each other since 2001. He was in my age, 3 kids. We lost so many friends, members, and family. It's hard. It's very hard. But every fallen soldier, I feel personally, like me, Noam, I feel he gave me a willing, keep living your life, but be much better for our memory.
During those early days of the war, you became a viral sensation because there was a video of you singing on the front lines.
My first video that I took that became viral was with Ori's bar mitzvah. My commander, my officer, Eli, came to me on October 7th during the balagan, the chaos, and he asked me, Noam, Ori, my son, is going to have his bar mitzvah this Thursday. And I said, so bring him to the border. We're Jews. We're Jewish. Let's celebrate his bar mitzvah in the border. He said, what are you talking about? We are under missiles attack. I said, you know what? Let's wait till Wednesday. Wednesday night, we called Liba, his wife, and they decided together they will come alone, Liba and Ori. And I just got ready. My guitar always was with me in my car. I brought it to the war because I said, you can never know what's going to be there. So I brought my guitar, and can you imagine 400 soldiers, fighters, paratroopers surrounding a bar mitzvah boy, a Jewish bar mitzvah boy, few steps from Hezbollah soldiers as terrorists, and that video became viral. And then I realized, no, this is the time not just to fight here, to uplift our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. 2 days after, that was on Thursday, then I realized that it's time to post videos, but with spirit, with joy, to bring the spirit of the soldiers. So it was Friday. It was a minute after we were under a missile attack. And I said, we were in an avocado plantation. I will never forget it. It was 2 hours before Shabbat. And I told Hillel, my friend, we are friends 24 years. And I said, Hillel, we must take a video now. So we turned on the camera, and said, guys, we are after a missile attack, and we have one clear message to the enemy. You will never break us. Am Israel, we love you. We send in hope and song and sings and joy. And Shalom Aleichem Alachea. And that video was like, it spread all over the world. And since then, every Shabbat, we post another video.
So I feel like a lot of people, they think that when someone chooses to be joyful in tough times, it's like, oh, they're out of touch with reality. They don't know what's going on. How is it possible that you could have witnessed what you witnessed and lost the people you lost and still been a source of light and happiness for so many people during that time?
I experienced so many hard things during the war, every day, literally every day. Myself, I almost got killed twice. A missile just exploded a few steps from me. I lost my ear for a day, 24 hours. But most, I think 99% of the videos I posted were a minute after a missile attack or a bad news that I heard about my friend that got killed in Gaza. I chose to remain happy because I knew I'm 43 years old, I have family, and I know that as long that I will remain happy, that's what helped me to survive, to overcome. Because otherwise, when you lose your hope, you lose your emunah, your faith, you won't be able to win the war. You should win the war with spirit. Without that, it's impossible.
Jewish resilience. It says often in Torah sources that the Jewish spirit is like an olive. When it's crushed, the best things come out. And it brings out what causes light is from the oil. I heard you in different interviews talking about the soldiers that that before the war, they weren't, let's say, they weren't the most religious guys, but it brought out something. So can you talk about that, and why do you think that is?
One of the beautiful stories that I was witness to see was, I think, in the 3rd day of the war. We climbed up to the border. We carried such heavy, heavy bags on our back. And after 4 hours of walking through the bushes to the border, everyone took off the bags. It was very hard, very difficult. 95% of my friends wear tzitzit, which 95% of them are not religious. Tzitzit symbolize our remembering the commandments, the mitzvot. So I came to one of my friends, Yair. I asked him, Yair, do I see correct? What's going on here? Why are you wearing tzitzit? You're not religious. But he said, listen, Noam, on October 7, I felt something in myself. I can't explain it. Something touched my Jewish point, my hidden Jewish point in my heart. and I wanted to feel connected. I know that we are going now to Lebanon. Who knows what's going to be tomorrow? But I want to know that I want to make sure that I'm going with the mindset of Judaism. I carry with me, and the little thing I can do, it's to wear tzitzit. This was the answer of everyone. They couldn't explain exactly why they choose to take the tzitzit that people offer them to take. But something inside them, the deepest part in their heart, wanted to feel connected. And in the darkest time, I truly believe I met so many friends of mine with the same story. In the darkest time, they wanted to feel connected with symbol, with something to feel connected. Tzitzit was one of them. By the way, it's not, I'm going back to Simchat Torah. Simchat Torah, we are dancing together in one circle. Symbolize again the Achdut. That exactly what the enemy wanted to break this circle. And since October 7 in Israel and in all of the Jewish diaspora, what a unity. One of the beautiful story I will never forget, Katya. She came to me the first time I came out. You need to understand that I didn't took off my shoes, my boots for 2 weeks. We didn't took shower for a month. We slept in bushes, under the rain, under the sky, but with so much joy and happiness to know that it's a huge privilege, zchut, to do what we do. One of these ladies that came to us, her name was Katya. And she said, Noam, I see you wearing yarmulke. You have a kippah. We want to supply you food. We want to feed you. But I felt uncomfortable because I didn't know, because there are religious guys like me that shomer kashrut, we eat just kosher. She said, no, stop. I came to you because you're wearing kippah, because I want a yarmulke. I want you to know that yesterday we koshered our kitchen. She lives in a kibbutz. Kibbutz is a very not kasher at all place in Israel. But can you imagine that the whole kibbutz got one decision to kosher the kitchen in order to feed Jewish soldiers, because some of them are eating just kosher, and they said, we don't care. Even though we eat non-kosher until yesterday, from now on, we want to be considered and to let them enjoy the kitchen. They supplied food for a year. This is insane. I think that everyone that hears this story should ask himself, what should I do from now on for this unity of Am Israel? What can I bring to someone who is thinking different than me, he has another opinion than me? But for Achdut, what should I give up for myself, of my comfort zone? And I want to leave my comfort zone in order to bring Achdut, to get united with my brother.
Why did you start coming to America to share your story? What inspired that? And what do you do?
So since my post became viral on the social media, I got so many requests from people, come to inspire us, come to sing for us. We need this spirit, this ruach spirit. We need it. And it wasn't so easy because I was there in Lebanon, in the border. So I asked my battalion commander, Tzachi. I told him, listen, Tzachi, this is a story. He told me, Noam, you're a reservist. We are so proud of you, but we want to share you with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, because we are not fighting just here for Israel. I will never forget these words. We are not just, I'm really excited right now. We are not just fighting for ourselves now in Israel. We are fighting also for them. And not just for the Jewish people, we are fighting for the world. Go and make them happy, and give them hope, and tell them that we are so proud of them and we are one big family. And Baruch Hashem, I had the privilege to perform in more than 60 Jewish communities around the world, all over. And the same messages: unity, happiness, roots, Judaism, one family, one heart, one hope. This is everything for me.
So you mentioned that even before you knew anything, that there's going to be a video, it's going to go viral, you're going to travel the world, you brought your guitar right away.
I just brought my guitar.
So what does music mean to you? And what's its place in Judaism, and how do you merge the two,
Music, it's healing. Music, it's a language. Music is life. Music, it's hope. It's therapy. It's everything. By the way, according to the halacha, to Judaism, singing and playing music in the temple, in the Bet Mikdash, was part of the avodah, part of the daily work in the temple. You cannot do it. In order to be a prophet, you must be happy. You won't get the inspiration from nowhere unless you are a very happy man. Inside you, it's not something outside. It's not chitzoni. It's something inside you. So for me, music, it's way of life. It's something, it's my life. It's everything for me. When I'm coming in the morning, when I'm alone with my family, tonight it's Erev Shabbat. Around the table, I wasn't at home for 45 Shabbatot since October 7th. Shabbat for my family, it's the time that we are renew our relationship with myself, with my wife, with my kids, through music.
And have you seen that music is a powerful tool in enlivening the Jewish spirit around the world when you...
Definitely. You know how many messages now after we just had a very terrible week after we buried Shiri and the Bibas family, the Bibas kids. You know how many messages I got on social media? Noam, we must have Noam's energy. We can't see any more sorrow. We can't hear sad music. We need your happiest songs. That's what we need. Don't forget us. People are looking forward to connect through music, through the Jewish music, the words, the lyrics, the melodies.
Since October 7th, there have been, I feel like every 2 months, another smash hit, huge song that everyone's singing out of Israel. Whether it's, what's it called, Am Yisrael Chai, or Tamid Ohev Oti.
Gam Bashaot.
Gam Bashaot was the original. So could you talk about the role that these songs played in, like, they were like an anthem for a few months at a time, and why these songs?
Am Yisrael Chai and Gam Bashaot v'Tamid Ohev Oti, there is something in common. The message. Listen to the lyrics. Am Yisrael Chai lo nishkach liot miuchadim. If we will never forget to get to be united. בעליות, בירידות, when it's up, when it's down, when it's light, when it's dark. תמיד הקדוש ברוך הוא אוהב אותנו, אז מי יכול עלינו? No one will break us because God with us. עם ישראל חי. Lyrics, every word is an anthem. גם בשעות החשוכות של הלילה, even in the darkest time of the night, it will always be a star for you. Hope, again, here we are. והשם יתברך, תמיד אוהב אותי, ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. Always better, I will always have better and better and better and better. God loves us. Even though it was a very hard time, we show resilience. So we have something very clear in common. Hope, never give up. קדוש ברוך הוא איתנו, faith, אמונה. It's a hit. 1, 2. עם ישראל חי, אם לא נשכח תמיד להיות מאוחדים. עם ישראל חי, בעליות, בירידות, גם בשעות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, מי יכול עלינו? כי אין לנו עוד מדינה, יעשה שלום בינינו, שמור על ילדינו. לא עבדה האמונה, join me, sing with me. עם ישראל חי והשם יתברך, תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. שם יתברך, תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. ויהיה לכם much better and much much better. עוד יותר טוב, עוד יותר טוב, עוד יותר טוב ועוד יותר טוב, ותמיד יהיה לכם רק טוב, גם בשעות החשוכות של הלילה. תמיד יהיה כוכב קטן שיעיר לך את עצמך, את הדרך הביתה. תמיד זה הכי חשוך לפני הזריחה. מיליון רכבות דוהרות עד אוסטרליה, מחפש רחוק את מה שנמצא לך מתחת לאף. כל מכשול זה מדליה, קם ונופל אבל בדרך שלך. Always be a proud Jew בדרך שלך. You should see how everyone sing והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי. God always loves me. Everyone sing that. דתי, religious, not דתי, secular, מסורתי, tradition, everyone. You know what? You know how many covers of this song I got from Japan and Hong Kong from non-Jewish people. People understand there is something here. Akadosh Baruch Hu, God, we cannot miss his presence in our life. And especially in these special times, everyone feels it.
A lot of the conversations outside of Israel, and even sometimes in Israel, leads to like political discussions. You know, this politician's way of looking at it, and this way of dealing with the war, and he's good, he's bad. Can you talk about what Israel means to you? You're saying about Tzfat, about what is the spirit of Israel, the people, the lifestyle, the connection to Hashem? What is it?
First of all, when everyone asks me about politics, what do you think about this and that? I said, guys, I don't talk about politics. I don't care, because I think this is the problem. The solution, it's about us, the people. I live in Tzfat. Every day I'm inspired by Arizal. Arizal, Rabbi Yitzchak Luri Ashkenazi, was the famous rabbi that established Kabbalah during the 16th century. One of his most important message was free love, Ahavat Israel, Ahavat Chinam, because we are all one soul. When you are walking through the alleys of Tzfat, you cannot ignore the ambience of Tzfat, the spirituality, the magical, the songs. Kabbalat Shabbat, Lecha Dodi, was written in Tzfat. Israel, for me, it's a place, it's the land of God. It's the land of God. Einei Hashem Elokecha ba tamid. The eyes of God always toward Israel. Unfortunately, sometimes from news, politics, doesn't matter what, people taking a side and trying to disconnect the relationship inside the people of Israel and outside of Israel. I have one mission. My shlichut is to get people together. Doesn't matter who are you, what are your opinions, where did you grow up? You're Jewish, one family, we are together. We will find something in common, I'm sure. If you will give the opportunity to everyone on earth to come with me, Noam, I'm inviting you guys to a tour in Israel. It's heaven. It's heaven also by the way we are treating non-Jewish people in Israel. Arabs, I can give you so many examples. Unfortunately, the media show you like this vision, this little vision about Israel, while you're missing the whole part. Come to Israel. Come experience Israel with no filter. Take the media outside, leave it behind you. Come see the land of God, the land of Israel, the people of Israel. I'm sure if someone will get the opportunity to see Israel, to meet the people in Israel, he will become a big fan.
What are some messages that you'd want to share with a college student who's on the campuses and they're maybe they don't feel comfortable with anyone knowing they're Jewish and they feel like they have to blend in?
For my brothers and sisters in the colleges, lift up your head. Be proud of yourself. Don't afraid about anyone. Be proud about your story, about your heritage, about your parents, about everything. You belong to the eternal people, and God is with you. I just offer you, try to be more connected. Try to find a friend, to study something. It's called in Judaism, chavruta, means to study together. I know you have a very busy schedule in your studies, in college, but don't forget to recharge yourself, because our past, the past of the Jewish people, it gives you, that's the energy to walk to the future, with the present to the future. And while you are connected, it's like a tree. When you are connected with the roots, no one can hurt you. Be proud Jew. And if you feel abandoned or something, call me. I will give you energy. I will sing with you. I will come to you from Israel. But don't you ever let someone to let you down. Be a proud Jewish.
The Roar Jewish Learning Institute has the largest collection of Jewish media online. Hit subscribe for more.